Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking the Dreaded D-Rose report. Got an early report here. You know, did you hear CM Punk talk on Raw, the first part of Raw? He came out and said he was stymied. You know, with that new haircut he's got and new hairstyle, looked more like alfalfa to me, but said he was stymied. Anyway, a number of former ECW stars is going to be appearing Saturday in Baltimore Celebrity Fest 2011. If you're located around Baltimore, Maryland, it'd be worth going to. It's going to be at the Best Western, Dorsey Drive, Elk Ridge, Maryland. They're going to have people like Terry Funk, Axel Rotten, Balls Mahoney, Nunzio, Joel Gertner, Raven, Just Incredible, Blue Meanie, Chastity, Danny Doring, Mikey Whipwreck, Tammy Lynn Cinch is going to be there. Shane Douglas, Gorgeous George is going to be there. No, not the old dude. I hope not. Anyway, going to be Judge Jeff Jones, Jimmy Ciro, Headbanger is going to be there. Gilbert Baby Doll is also going to be there. Samantha Starr, Manny Fernandez, Nikolai Volkov, Iron Sheik, Sanjay Dutt, and Ox Baker is going to be on hand for the event. Don't have no price on it, but you can look on the website and they'll give you the information. You know, following Vince McMahon's return to Raw this past Monday, the show did a 3.3 rating with awful close to 5 million people watching. Last week, the post-Royal Rumble show, normally is high, did an impressive 3.47, which was higher than the Vince McMahon return, but who knew he was going to return? If they announced it ahead of time that he was going to be on there, even if just at the beginning, it probably would have been even higher, the rating, but nobody knew it. By the way, the birthday boy's big show today. Celebrates his 39th. I seen a promotional calendar, but promotional poster for WrestleMania 27. It's being released, and it features on the front John, well, you know, kind of in an oval-shaped group. John Cena, Undertaker, Randy Orton, and not Jericho, but Rey Mysterio, and The Miz. And by the way, Jericho's band Fozzy, they got their own Twitter account now. Now, you know, I hope at Royal Rumble, at WrestleMania 27, when Undertaker comes back, they don't do the Alberto Del Rio thing with him. You know, they're trying to push Del Rio. I know that. I understand it. Great. But just don't waste Undertaker's return on it. Give him somebody strong. Give him most hellacious person you got, and if you don't have him, hire Sting. I think that would be one hell of a draw to WrestleMania. But I don't know if they worked out a deal with Sting yet or not. And who do you think is going to be hosting WrestleMania? It could be Sting, could be Stone Cold. In my opinion, I'm going to throw this out. It's going to be Bob Barker. I don't know. I'm just saying. WWE World Champion Edge. Let me know who you think is going to host. Anyway, Edge last week in an interview that he is beginning to think about life after wrestling. He says, honestly, I'm starting to think about things I want to do. You know, after wrestling, he told PostCity.com, said, I want to train and make an attempt at Everest, of all things. Said, I don't know whether I'm, be able to do it. I'd like to give it a shot. And he hints at Sunday's SmackDown live event in Toronto. That his wrestling career is coming to an end, announcing to the audience. He said, I may only have a couple more visits left in me, but he said, I'd like to end my career here in Toronto in a year or so, if Mania comes there. Got more on that in a while. Hang on. Anyway, WrestleMania, by the way, is heading to Miami. World Wrestling Entertainment has officially announced today WrestleMania 28 is going to be held at the Sun Life Stadium in Miami, Florida, reports the Miami Herald. By the way, Miami and Toronto has been the front runners in recent weeks, according to the company's sources. Sun Life Stadium, home of the Dolphins, they can seat over 75,000 people. That's what they're looking for. They'd probably like another 90,000. They'd probably like to do it down in Dallas if they can fill the thing. By the way, Blood Brothers WWE star John Cena will be screening the movie at Port Chester, New York tomorrow night. Here's kind of the description of it. It'll sound too... Anyway, after the death of her father, The daughter fulfills his last wish and finds a way to bring her three brothers back together. Sam, which is Cena, a hardened cop currently on suspension, Leo, a loudmouth, overbearing bail bondsman, and Douglas, a handsome 29-year-old thief just out of prison, who recently never knew he even had a real family. It's another Hallmark movie. I'm about ready to cry now. Well, thanks, my nose running. The atmosphere at last night's WWE SmackDown taping in Green Bay was said to be more energetic than the recent WWE events in that area. The Packers Super Bowl celebration across the street at Lambeau Field was around 80,000 people in attendance, less than an hour before WWE tapings began. Bet they had a hell of a traffic jam, parking spaces and things. After WWE taped NXT and Superstars last night, Clay Matthews and his teammates showed up in the crowd holding replica championship belts to the huge ovation. It's speculated WWE will did well on replica belt title sales that night, and most fans were spotted wearing them, I guess. And whenever a fan puts on a belt, they think they are the champion. Oh well, want to pick a fight and everything. Fans noted that "Let's Go Pack" chants could be heard throughout the taping last night, especially when the crowd seemed to lose interest in certain matches. Better that than boring. After the tapings ended, Edge and the Packers celebrated in the ring with the kids and the replica belts. Edge took the mic, told Green Bay that they have a ring full of the world champions. Screw the Steelers. Good thing Steelers wasn't there. And then everyone left until Dolph Ziggler grabbed the mic and said Packers suck. Ziggler tried to get a Packers suck chant going, but Edge came back in and spared him to end the show. I feel like crying. Green Bay Packer Clay Matthews made his first appearance in WWE ring last night at SmackDown tapings in Green Bay, in the main event where Edge defended the world title against Dolph Ziggler and Vicky Guerrero as referee. After Vicky took a bump, Edge speared Dolph, but then was no referee there to count. Matthews appeared at the top of the ramp with a referee shirt on. To a huge pop of the crowd, Matthews rushed down to the ring, counted the pin for Edge, allowing him to retain the world title. One fan described the reaction Matthews got as ridiculous. Anyway, SmackDown appeared to end this week with Matthews celebrating with the replica belt, while Edge celebrated with his new real title. After the tapings ended, Edge and Packers celebrated. Oh, as noted before, WrestleMania 28 is going to be at Sun Life in Miami. WWE officials will announce the full details of the press conference today, where local politicians and leaders will be attending. Grammy Award winner Emilio Estefan will be on hand. Don't know why, unless he's going to yodel or do something. Miami won the bid WrestleMania over 2012 over Indianapolis, New York, Toronto, and New Orleans, and Los Angeles. States are trying. Miami tried to get WrestleMania 27, but Atlanta won the bid. WWE officials reportedly chose Miami for 2012 because of its international ties, facilities, airports, and experience hosting hundreds of mega events. Former star of WWE, Ken Doane, which was Kenny Dykstra, he responded to Bret Hart's recent comments where he said that today's wrestlers are boring. Well, you know, Bret's a great wrestler, but I think he's boring on the mic, though. But anyway, Doane wrote on his Twitter, he said, love how the Hitman calls today's wrestlers boring, LOL. This could be why I got fired. He said, I had too much fun. But maybe he's right, though. I didn't meet the company standards, I think. I drank a lot of beers. Well, can't have that. WWE shop sites now taking pre-orders for Big Show, a Giants World. There's a DVD package that comes with it. Knockout Serve Daily t-shirt. That's about all I got so far today anyway. Doing an early report. I got a lot more news. I'll hang on to it till tomorrow. Thank you guys for clicking. I gotta go.